The Honourable Annette King, 5 minutes.
Mr Speaker, I have to say today that I am ashamed of the way that this government and this House is going about making a change to the flag of New Zealand. It is the worst example of political posturing that I have seen in this House in many, many years. We're told that we're responding to the wants and needs of New Zealanders. What hogswash! What's hogswash? New Zealanders have not said they want to change the flag, and that is the fundamental question that should have been asked first. Do New Zealanders want to change the flag? That is where you start from in any argument. So when we are told we're responding to what New Zealanders want, I do not believe it. And when Kennedy Graham said Parliament's been forced to intervene in the process, he's right. Because the process has been an unprecedented shambles.
That's right.
It's been poorly thought through. It's been poll-driven fruitcakes over there, thinking that they need to make changes, just like they do on everything, not based on principle or ideals, but what do the polls tell them? And the polls, if they were listening, were telling them two things, but one more strongly than the other. Yes, people wanted more choice. They wanted another option, one that arose out of the fact they didn't like the 4 that were put up. So then they looked around out of the 40 or so and said, we like that one better, and then a groundswell of over 50,000 people signed a petition. But what they haven't listened to are the more than 50,000 people who said we don't want change at all. We haven't been asked if we want change, but actually we don't. And what was interesting to me was the Prime Minister today, in question time, went on about how wonderful the TV3 poll was about a national riding high. He quoted the TV3 poll today, didn't he? But did he quote the part of the poll that asked New Zealanders, did they want to change the flag? Did he believe that part of that poll? 70% said no, they didn't. 70% said no, they didn't. The member for Hamilton West, they did not want to. And so I think that actually Dennis O'Rourke was right when he called it, this is the backside saving bill for the Prime Minister. But I don't think it will, because his arrogant, high-handed way of handling this has been seen by many New Zealanders bullying, dismissive, arrogant, dressed up as what New Zealanders want. Well, I see it as shabby and shonky and a shambles. We have seen U-turns, we've seen twists, we've seen deceit, and we've seen political conniving. From the panel that was set up right through to the legislation that's been brought here. So we will vote for the Greens-inspired bill, but I would say to the Greens, if you are listening to what New Zealanders want, you will vote for Labour's supplementary order paper, because that also says, ask the question as well, do you want to change the flag?
Right.
And so I say to all parties, we won't get it from the National Party, they've already turned that down, but every other party, Peter Dunn, the ACT Party, the Maori Party, every other party, if you really want to give New Zealanders choice, you will vote for the supplementary order paper we have put up. It is very simple. It says, 1, should New Zealand keep its current flag, or should New Zealand change to another flag? You couldn't get more simple than that. So I say to members, let's give New Zealanders choice. We want choice, they want choice, but they want the choice of that question as well. And if the National Party don't want to vote for it, there are enough votes in this Parliament with every other party to pass it. And then we will give New Zealanders real choice, what they are saying to us. And some of us have listened to our constituents, but I suspect many members over there are hoodwinked by the man who walks on water in their eyes, their Prime Minister. Because if they listen to their constituents, more of them would, and certainly Mr Young, in your electorate, I bet you haven't been near the RSA lately, because if you went there, they would say, give us the choice of whether we change it or not. I urge members to vote for this bill, but also to vote for Labour's supplementary order paper.
I call Jamie Lee Ross.